Hello, sweet souls. This is your part 2. We're going to call on St. Michael. St. Michael, please transmute all negative energy to positive, sent toward myself or the viewer. We're going to call on the Holy Spirit, angels, saints, spirit guides, and ancestors, and ask for a message for your greater good. We pray for truth and only truth for the greater good of the beautiful collective. Overall energy. Okay, so somebody is definitely in heartache and loss. They're in heartache and loss, though, because of your sacral chakra, which is your creativity. You're following your passion, creating a new life, and you are in this rejoice and celebration because you're letting your light shine. By doing this, you are creating your own justice. I love it. Okay. And that's the way it's supposed to work. Going on with your life, loving yourself, creatively expressing, and allow natural law to occur. So, let's see. The month of March could be significant. The month of February, 23, 32 could be significant. All right. Current energy. Obstacle. Advice. Outcome. Yeah, someone is in this energy. This is someone from the past that's not for you. This is someone that's in heartache and loss. This is someone that due to a free will choice, they chose wrong. And they're having difficulty here because you've given up on the past. You've completely decided to move in a new direction. Not only any direction, but one of light, high vibrational, healing, being the best version of yourself. This is an obstacle for someone because since you have left the past in the past, done your healing work, and evolved, your life keeps getting better. You have Treasure Island. You're on path, on course to build a very abundant life because you're in light. And it's an obstacle for someone. The spiritual realm is giving you the advice to keep going, keep healing, keep growing, because the outcome is you making the right decision. Card number 51 is a 6, and it's leading to complete emotional fulfillment, a happy life. So we'll clarify these cards: current energy, obstacle, advice, and outcome. So let's see what we get. Let's start with the old school deck. Current energy, moving beyond the pain, moving beyond your trauma, moving beyond wounds, healing, releasing, and evolving. Never going back to a dark way of existing or being around lower vibrational energy. Instead, operating solely in light. Between worlds. Between worlds. Yeah. It's like you've taken flight. You've taken a brand new leap of faith. You're gone. It's almost like giving me the energy of someone that was restrained. They were trapped. They were imprisoned either by a person, a place, or a situation, and finally free. Free to be yourself, free to create. Someone has no peace because you're free. You see, this is someone that's still bound in their trauma, bound in their illusions, bound in darkness, and you are free. You have been granted, blessed with a passionate new beginning, a spark being lit within your spirit to pursue a passion. You're never going back. Would a caged bird that's set free ever go back to the cage? Oh, look at that. No. The cycle is closed for good. The obstacle is your abundance. Whether it's in the 3D reality yet or not, whoever we're speaking about, whether this is a family member, a friend, or an ex-love, it's an obstacle because all that you've ever desired is coming true. Treasure Island. Yeah, this is someone that thought by wounding you in the worst possible way that you would be done for good. This person is feeling defeated now because you've taken your power back. God is blessing you with new doors, new opportunities for financial growth, and you have a happy home and happy life. And if it's not in the energy now, this is the trajectory of the path you're on. The energy is flowing in this direction. It's an obstacle for someone because they gain nothing by the things they've done, and you're prospering, moving on, empowered, living your best life. That's amazing. And that's what happens. That's what you can expect when you follow with faith. Wow. Your creative projects are going to pay off because you had the courage, like part 1, to invest in something new, to learn new things, to step out of your comfort zone. The spiritual realm is saying, continue healing. Continue focus day in and day out on your healing, mending. They want you to continue to heal because you do have a love offer that's coming in. Now, for those of you already in a loving relationship, this can also be a business partnership. But by you healing, you're going to be able to change your perspective, see clearly, you're going to plant new seeds, and you're going to receive equal energy exchange because you can see from a different set of eyes now. You are no longer in the energy of chasing, begging, pleading for someone to give equally or to love you the way you love. That's what's shifting in your perspective. You are attracting and not chasing. You are setting firm boundaries because you are no longer accepting less than equal. By you making these changes, your outside world changes to align with what it is that you're calling into your reality. Milk and honey is the outcome, an abundant life, emotional fulfillment, outcome. Yeah, it's like by you healing from your past wounds and setting these boundaries, evolving, you no longer accept less. So, like I said, you will align with the very best. This is causing a tower for those that thought they could deceive, interfere, because you're too healed. You have the confidence now to build something on your own, and it's going to prosper. Absolutely. St. Michael is protecting you as well. So let's look at the not for you, which is someone from your past. Could be anyone. It doesn't have to be a romantic partner. It could be absolutely anyone. Let's just see. You take what applies. Please clarify not for you. Not for you. Not for you. Yeah. So this could definitely be a past person that you were married to or in a long-term commitment. You see, this person, you have received the clarity that you need about who they are and their intentions. So this could be St. Michael protecting you from this person, or this is you operating in the King of Swords energy, no longer accepting anything from this person, just moving on, staying private, and turning your back to the past. You know that better is coming for you, and it's not where you left. It's in embracing a new beginning. That's where it's in. So I love that. Let's do some from our slippery deck. With Between Worlds and the current energy, you're gone and you're never going back. You've taken flight. You've taken a leap of faith, and someone has no peace because of this. You've been given a passionate new beginning, and that cycle is closed for good. Between Worlds. Between Worlds. You see, now, and I've talked about this before, when you no longer engage, fight, defend, and you just cut it off and leave, then the same people that have tried to create conflict, they start fighting amongst themselves. They are. So there's a lot of conflict, and it could have to do with messages, information going around, but there's definitely an ending coming. So if you've been subject to a lot of harassment or drama and you have moved on and you've stayed silent, you can expect that that's about to end. Yeah, because people are seeing, without your energy there, people are starting to see the truth. With Treasure Island, this is you moving on to an abundant life, but it's an obstacle. Somebody thought by deceiving you in the most horrific way that that would be the end of you. But this person is feeling defeated because instead of allowing that to end you, it inspired you to take your power back, to follow your passion, and God is blessing you with new opportunities for financial growth. You have found happiness within your spirit on your own, and you are attracting a partner that is going to add to that loving home, that loving environment, the love that you hold inside your spirit. And it is an obstacle for someone else. Yeah, because you're calling in a true divine soulmate, someone that is very high vibrational, someone that has done their healing work. It's an obstacle. Yeah, it's also an obstacle because someone's been contemplating, should I or shouldn't I communicate with collective? They're going through a tower and they're definitely in mental anguish. Now, for some of you, you've already called in a divine partner. For others, you're just not settling for less than the absolute best, and that's what you deserve. And so this person has a fear of rejection, and they're afraid to contact you. They're also going through a tower. Spiritual Home is saying, keep healing. It's going to change the way you view yourself, view the world. You're planting new seeds, and you are receiving blessings. Equal energy exchange, mending. Yeah. And so someone that has taken no responsibility for the pain that they put you through, that 10 of Swords, that's still been trying to hold on to you, they're going to be out in the cold and in financial ruinous consequences for what they have done without accountability. The cycle is over. It's over. With Milk and Honey, the outcome is your healing has brought in so much happiness. That has become a strength for you. It's causing a tower for those that operate in deceptive energy that think that they could interfere, because you've come out stronger than ever, more independent, more confident. You're building something on your own that's prospering. Milk and Honey. Milk and Honey. Yeah. Celebrating your life, celebrating your accomplishments, moving on to peace. Loving yourself, relying on your intuition, setting boundaries, strengthening your connection with the divine, and helping others. That's what you're focused on. With Not For You, this was a karmic partner you could have been married to, a long-term commitment. This could have also been a family member. Either you're operating in the King of Swords energy, speaking your truth and cutting them off, or this is St. Michael saying you will not interfere with the collective's life. You are in hermit mode. You are staying private, but you have your back to the past. You are just moving on. Yeah, I definitely feel that St. Michael is here. We got the King of Swords again. King of Swords protecting you. And you have someone new that's coming in that's going to be very loving and kind. This is a passionate new beginning. I do see someone from the past that you've released. This could be someone that's very hyper-focused on finances, that are losing their finances. This is the person that's not for you. Yes, definitely. Player and devil energy that's very materialistic. So I do definitely feel that St. Michael is here protecting you, guiding you, giving you clarity, giving you the strength and courage to cut this person and others that are in this energy off, because the spiritual realm knows what's coming in for you, which are financial opportunities, growth, new beginnings, following your passion, romantic partners, divine partnership. Yeah. So Queen of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You have the truth and clarity. You will receive what you deserve. Blessings, equal energy exchange. I love that. All right. Let's do one more round. Between worlds, you're gone. Taking a brand new leap of faith. Someone has no peace in their life because you have moved on to a passionate new beginning and they know it's over. Now they're left fighting amongst each other. There could be messages going around, but there is an ending coming. Between worlds. Between worlds. Yeah, that's that money-hungry, dysfunctional past person that is now in heartbreak because you're gone. They're changing their perspective. What are they changing their perspective on? That you were a gift and a blessing, or that you hold the gift and the blessing, that you were the one that could generate the financial resources that they so desire. High Priestess. There is something you could have spoken to this person that now they are reflecting on. They didn't want to accept it in the past, but now, since things are falling apart in their life, they're seeing that what you were saying was actually 100% on point. You know, with Treasure Island, it's an obstacle that you're going to have an abundant life. This person thought deceiving you in the worst way would have destroyed you. Now they feel defeated because it just inspired you to take your power back. God started blessing you with new opportunities, a happy home, a happy life, emotional fulfillment. You're calling in a divine partnership, and somebody has been between two minds on deciding on whether they should communicate with you. This person fears rejection, and they're going through a tower. Treasure Island. Yeah. This person's obsessed with what you do for work. Your creative projects are paying off because it's a part of your fate and destiny. This is why it's paying off for you. They're obsessed with watching what you do. Because like I said, they're very obsessed with finances, and whatever they chose did not yield the result they expected. So they're obsessed with what you're creating. What are you receiving? What are your blessings? They want you to continue to heal because you do have an offer coming in, but it requires a change in your perspective. It requires you to see clearly. You will move on with whatever this is, this offer is. Plant new seeds, and you will receive blessings. Someone that took no action. They took no action to be accountable for the deception and betrayal, but still held on to your energy. They're going to be abandoned, out in the cold, financial ruin, and they're going through a cycle completion, mending. Yeah, this is going to happen really quickly, too, for this person. Things are shifting quickly. I also see you are calling in a divine partner, whether romance or business, and you'll be celebrating. It's a happy union, and you're protected. The union is protected. Milk and honey, you're moving on to an abundant life due to your healing. Someone's having a tower that was operating in this moon energy because they can't affect you. You're too confident and independent. Building something on your own and it prospering, celebrating your life, moving on to peace, loving yourself, and really strengthening your connection with God by way of your intuition. Milk and honey. Milk and honey. Yeah, people are gaining wisdom about those that have been trying to oppose you due to jealousy and envy. People are gaining wisdom. They see you as an empress. This is without you doing a thing but living your life. So God has a way of exposing frauds, people that do nefarious things, throw rock and hide hands. God has a way of exposing these people, and that's what I feel is happening. With Not For You, you could have been married or in a long-term commitment with somebody that was karmic in nature. St. Michael is definitely protecting you. You're staying private and you're moving on. You are calling in a true divine partner that's very loving. This is a passionate new beginning, a blessing from God. And you have this money-hungry energy in the mix here, player energy, very laser-focused, obsessed with you. Not for you. Yeah. See, you have the pinnacle of success here. You have a love offer. This is new love that leads to a marriage or a long-term commitment. This is a true divine partner you're destined to be with. This is what you deserve. And your past person is blocked. They no longer have access. This is why they're obsessed. Give me one more on the Two of Swords. Wow. Yeah. See, this is someone that's blocked. They can no longer cheat, lie, or steal. You've taken your power all the way back. With darkness to light, everything has come to light for you. You see clearly, as well as others are seeing clearly in this situation. So the past tactics and games, it doesn't work anymore. You're too healed. You're too strong in your faith. And this person or these people are waking up that they have lost all control. And now they have karma to pay. Now they have to pay the consequences of their reckless actions against you and others. So, let's see. I'm going to do some from my deck and see what I get. Give me 1 second. Clear my cards out. At least the slippery ones. All right. Okay, Holy Spirit, holy angels, saints, spirit guides, and ancestors. What do we need to know? What do we need to know? What does the beautiful collective need to know? Somebody has definitely rejected their divine path. They've gone off course. You have your ancestors that are helping you, and this person's ancestors could definitely be trying to help them to make better decisions. But the blockage is they've committed some sort of fraud. So there's definitely going to be consequences. Yeah, they were taking the advice of some toxic people around them. They want you to continue to call on your spirit guides, the ancestors and saints, as it pertains to this situation for guidance. It's definitely a player energy, which we did see that. But they want you to believe in a miracle, because a miracle is soon going to happen in your life. Let go of the past, pain, bitterness, anger, resentment, because victory will be yours. This person, I think, definitely is trying to telepathically communicate, project energy your way. But you have past loved ones that protect you, especially at night, when a lot of this projection is going on. Somebody could have really tried to say that you were toxic, what you were doing was toxic, or create blockages in your creative projects. But God's wrath is over this person for their interference. Betrayal, deception, and lies. God's wrath is over this person. Yeah, you're definitely receiving downloads, high priestess energy. You could be getting prophetic dreams, and it could be about what this past false masculine, it's low vibrational, has been doing to work with others to come against you. The spiritual realm is giving you the insight you need, also the action you need to take. Yeah, this person is very immoral. They have no integrity. They don't care who they burn. They're just fake. They operate from ego because they're wounded. And they're stuck in a karmic dynamic. This person is miserable in the dynamic they're in. There could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius that's being exposed. This can also talk about someone that tried to create an injustice for you. But you have a new job or career, or you've created a new business. And I feel like somebody went into some sort of agreement with the documents here with a gold digger, and they didn't read the fine print. And so they're paying the consequences, and it could be they're going to lose their job because of something they've done here that was fraudulent. Yeah, it's a karmic marriage or a karmic long-term commitment. There could be a water sign involved, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This could be you or someone else. You have angelic protection. You have nothing to worry about. They want you to continue to pray. Pray more. You could be relocating. Physical move. Somebody's addictions has created the blockage for them because they have connected with their enemy. This karmic third party that's a gold digger is actually their enemy and is going to set them up in some way. Yeah, there's going to be legal issues here in the near future. There's going to be legal issues for this person. Continue to cleanse your energy. You know, this person's been trying to block the truth from coming to light about what they did to a light worker, a healer, an empath, trying to ostracize you, trying to turn people against you. They've been trying to block the truth. This was a divine masculine that fell from grace, a father figure or a mother figure. They could have been doing black magic, spell work, paying for it to be done, or just sending negative energy by their thoughts, their words, or their actions. Yeah, this is a narcissist that's getting exposed. They have childhood wounding, which is no excuse. You have happiness, joy, and emotional fulfillment. So keep going. Yep. Abundance, financial stability, and blessings are headed your way for the divine femme. Empress energy. Continue to redirect your thoughts, paying attention to the signs. Yes, this person has been stalking you, but they're about to go through a spiritual awakening. This is between them and the divine. It has nothing to do with us, but you have nothing to fear. You are on the right track, and it's obvious that you are being blessed and favored by the divine. You're headed on the path to financial abundance as well as a happy home and happy life. So that's absolutely amazing. That is what you deserve. Let's see what we need from this deck. For my beautiful collective, you will have peace in your life. The angels remind you to make being peaceful a priority in your life. Practice peace every day in quiet thought, deep meditation, or in serene action. Use the power of peace to make your life a thing of rhythm and grace. Surrender. The angels want you to know you need not worry about the resolution of the current situation. Instead of trying to solve the problem with sheer force, trust you will get exactly what you need. No matter the outcome of the uncertain situation, you are taken care of. And that's exactly what I said. You don't have to worry about any of this. It's in God's hands now. Just follow your passion. The angels ask you to act and follow what you believe in with all your heart. You have come to this earth to fulfill a mission, unleash your full potential, and engage in activities that bring pleasure. You have courage. The angels remind you that you become more confident and courageous by facing your fears daily. Each time that you face fear, it slowly begins to wither away, and as a result, you start to grow into the courageous person you're meant to become. One more. Transform. The angels want you to know that you are now coming full circle. You are ready to move on to the next stage of your life. But that doesn't mean you have to forget the past completely. All of the experiences that have led you up to this point have equipped you with the tools to move forward. Fairy wings. It says, my inner child is happy and carefree. Do you ever feel like a lost child wandering aimlessly through life? Do you feel you've forgotten how to be truly happy and carefree? The angels ask you to play, have fun, and let go of the adult seriousness you have been carrying around. They want you to continue to set boundaries, rely on your intuition, and stay focused on what you're creating. They also want you to be more relaxed. You've endured a lot. Release what doesn't serve you and believe in yourself. Continue to love on yourself. You are a true leader. You will have serenity because of your healing. That's beautiful. All right. Let's do a couple from this deck. For the beautiful collective, what do they need to know? For the beautiful collective, what do they need to know, Holy Spirit? Stop caring about what they think. This is your life to love and live. Releasing that fear of judgment. It sets you free in a way that I just can't even put into words. Because if you don't care, then all they're doing is sending energy out and it's going nowhere because it's not coming to you because you don't care. You're not accepting it. You're not being triggered by it. Stop ruminating over what you did or didn't do. Let it go. We have to let go of the past, guilt, anger, anything that is negative in nature from the past. You can't change the past. Check in with your body and release any tension you're carrying. And then we got stop pushing against what is. Align with it and move on. And then take responsibility of your choices. This is your life to live. Own it. Last one. It says, give your inner critique a vacation. Be kind to yourself. They want you just to stay in the present moment. That's what's most important. That's where life happens. You know, it's a tool of the enemy to drag you back to the past, to feel guilt, fear, worry, anger, bitterness. It's a tool of the enemy. But the divine asks you to stay in the present moment. Don't worry about the future and don't worry about the past. Find ways to lighten up and not take everything so seriously. And trust yourself always. Trust others once they've earned it. You have the power to create the life you love. Remember that. Be authentic. That's true. All of it. All right. I think we're going to cut it short today, guys, because I am extremely tired today. My apologies. I'll do longer ones tomorrow. I love you guys so much. I am scheduling for week after next. If you're interested in scheduling, I hope you have an amazing day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.